Welcome to This Week in West Hempstead, sponsored by Spiegel Law PC, 516-873-1683, Tiffany Dry Cleaners, I&D Glot Market, and Reister's Bakery. Here are your hosts, David and Norm. Take it away, gentlemen.
All right, thank you, Dan and Norm. It's good to be in the studio.
It's cold outside.
Yeah, it's a little warm in here, and it's
crazy.
It's crazy, and I guess it's going to be going on till the weekend, and maybe a little bit of snow.
It's the single-digit wind chills yesterday. It was insane.
Guess
Yeah,
what?
well, listen, if we're taking over Canada at this point, we may as well take their weather too.
It's fine. It's winter time. It's okay. Wear short sleeves. It's all good. And again, look what's going on in the West Coast with California. I mean, it's wow. Is that a horrific situation?
Yeah, it's a place where you need to have sprinklers on the outside of your house instead of just on the inside.
I don't know. Sprinklers are going to prevent the Santa Ana winds from blowing your house down.
I don't think it's being blown down. They're being burnt to a crisp.
Well, it's both. There's 100-mile-an-hour winds. I mean,
they're whipping the flames.
Wow.
Crazy.
So our thoughts go out to the people of Los Angeles, and wow, they're
going to need a lot of help.
Oof. All right, well, let's keep it on track for local, and I was just watching the LA press conference, and that's why I got off track. The rabid raccoons. So what's going on with the raccoons?
So it's not just the raccoons are sick. Obviously, they're carrying rabies. They've been captured and diagnosed, and now they got traps out. It's West Hempstead is one of the major places that they've already caught.
Yeah.
And so you have to be careful of your pets. Don't go near any wild animals. Clearly, a bite is a significant problem, so you need to be treated immediately.
Yeah. The other one was in Massapequa Park. And it's crazy stuff. So there was one that was found right here on South Cherry Valley,
right,
and Roosevelt. So they're very close. Don't go near them, and hide your pets, hide your kids, and.
I don't want to go near raccoons at the best of times. And if there's a possibility, I'm going to need like 7 courses of shots after this. I'm not going anywhere near them.
Yeah,
the deal with them is that they're only available. Mainly nighttime creatures.
Yeah, if you see them during the daytime, run like hell.
If you see
just
them
run.
Seriously sick.
Wow. So a lot of things going on with the school back in session. Things are starting to crank up. So the UPK lottery is January 10th, so it's right around the corner.
We should have something to say about it next week.
I guess I was just wondering as we were putting the show together. What is it? How do they do the lottery? Do they put the names in a hat? Do they how do they draw?
I think they use straws from the cafeteria.
Short straws. So
maybe those bingo rollers or something like that. The G27.
It should be a fair and honest way, which I'm sure it is. I'm just kind of curious, like how do they do the lottery?
Yeah.
And you got the private school bus sign up. The email went out for that. The deadline is April 1st.
If you come in April 2nd, forget about it.
Yeah, those who are new to the community.
They don't budge.
There's no second chances. So that's their deadline. You've heard it here. You'll hear it on all the other social media platforms. If you got a kid who's going to private school, get your application in, do it early, do it now.
Yeah, and the thing is that like every year, like you see people getting on there, got to sign up. All of a sudden, like it's March 29th. Oh, hey, when's the deadline? Where have you been?
Yeah, exactly. So also, Thursday, January 9th is the annual Symposium. And it's going to be taking place at 7 to 7:40 at the secondary school. And there'll be an award ceremony after that. And it's really exciting. And it'll be really, cool to see, all the extracurricular activities.
Yeah, that's a great program.
The science stuff, wow.
Science and engineering is what the country needs.
Yeah. And what we don't need? We don't need congestion pricing. Congestion pricing sucks. I don't know how many times, I would say it, but it's here. And now it's a reality.
It's just a tax. What's the difference? They put it on
tax.
They could put it in the middle of the street, or they could put it on a bridge. Sooner or later,
they put a toll on Hempstead Avenue and charge.
Idea.
Yeah, there you go.
We could plant some trees. We could fix sidewalks.
I don't understand why anybody thinks this is something besides a cash grab. And I saw something today. There's no toll on the, what I'm still calling the Queensboro Bridge, Ed Koch Bridge, whatever. Even if you're not going into the congestion area, you get hit.
No, that's not true. If
That's something I saw today.
FDR or the West Side Highway, you're okay.
What I'm saying is, if you come off the bridge, you pass one of those collectors, and then you get hit, even if you're going northbound. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you're going on the lower level, it's X. If you're going on the upper level, it's Y. You make a left turn. I want to go into the river. This is crazy. Stop congestion pricing. What I understand, the town of Hempstead was supposedly had a lawsuit, but I couldn't find the date.
But they're one of a million towns. New Jersey's got towns that are filing lawsuits and claiming all kinds of damages. Look, who knows what it is? It's a way to pay for our mass transit.
It's a cash grab.
It's a
the media is having a blast with it. The New York Post had a great picture the other day about some guy really pissed off. And wow. So I'm not with you, Norm, on this. Congestion pricing, it's just to plug a hole in the MTA, in the subway system, which is a complete failure. And the amount of crime that's going on, people are afraid to go into the subways.
Yeah, but
it's a problem.
The flip side of that is you can't drive in Manhattan. I drove a block and a half in about 40 minutes. A week ago. It's impossible.
Yeah, but it's your right to drive in Manhattan if you want without
pay to upgrade the transit system.
Yeah, the other thing I want to complain about here is what this is going to do to small businesses around New York City.
Exactly.
Everybody's complaining, everybody's got to go back into the office. Well, if half the drugstores and half the bodegas have to close down because they can't afford the delivery fees that the companies are going to have to charge them, the whole thing is absolutely insane. And by the way, absolutely underlining what a complete cluster bleep that whole business with the MTA is, because they're just gonna pour this money out the window on top of the rest of it.
You'll never see improvements in the MTA. It's just whatever. You know what? Let's calm down, and maybe it's a great time for us to hear from our advertiser, Jeff Wanger at Tiffany Dry Cleaners.
Tiffany Dry Cleaner is ready to handle all your cleaning, laundering, and dry cleaning needs. We offer free pickup and delivery Sunday to Friday in all communities. Give us a shot.
So Norm, it's 10 degrees outside, right? And you want a nice hot cup of tea. Where else would you go but the library? So the library has hot tea months. So you stop by the adult reference desk anytime between January 6th and January 10th, and you get a free tea bag. Well, what could be better? First of all, this is so silly. Even as I'm reading this is absolutely not.
If that doesn't drive traffic to the library, I don't know.
Oh yeah, can I please have my tea bag and one to go? And maybe they had coffee and a Keurig or something.
Coffee, they would drive people.
Do they have herbal teas as well? You can go up to the desk and ask for something special.
Yeah, sure. You got herbal tea. You got. And regular tea, wow. So while supplies last, there's a stampede of people trying. Listen,
you can have mine.
It's a very nice thing to do, but I'm not sure that this is the right vehicle to drive people to the library.
Try that with chocolate. The place will be overrun.
Chocolate, and I highly recommend some Keurig, and we're all good to go.
Yeah, maybe some fresh hot brisket. Now we'd be talking
there you go, a little cholent. Norm, on a more serious note, there's diabetes prevention program. It's starting Thursday, February 13th, and you can sign up at the library. And this is a very important thing especially for older people.
Well, it's a special thing for me. My family has seriously been hit with diabetes, just genetically, and so my mom died of it. My sister, my brother, my both parents had diabetes. So. The country is really suffering from this right now. We're all pre-diabetic. Just about everybody I know. So this is a really important time to start thinking about it.
Yeah, and the fact that the library is doing this is really important.
Yeah, very important. Don't miss this. Even if you don't go to the library, look it up on the web and do something about your diet.
Yeah, check it out. So Anshei Shalom, they announced their set of honorees for their annual dinner, and it includes Tali and Gavi Hoffman, Susie and Bruce Zared, Allison Blass, and Aviva Epstein. So, first of all, congratulations to all the honorees. I'm so excited that Gavi Hoffman is being recognized. He does incredible work for the shul. He was actually on the school board.
Oh, really?
And he actually was there at a time when it wasn't so confrontational. And I clearly remember the day that he was looking for the vote. He came knocking on my house window, and it was a torrential downpour outside. Like, who the hell is walking around? And it's like, and of course, you get to meet the dog, so the dog's barking, and I see this guy, and it's like, it's just pouring, and it's like, I think I recognize him, and I shoot him away, because I don't want people to come over to the house anyway, but it was Gavi looking for votes, and he really cares about people, so really excited about that. Bruce Zarrett, I mean, he's like he's the scorekeeper for the minions, for the congregation, so excited for Bruce and Allison Blass and Aviva Epstein for the sisterhood, and they do an amazing job. But here's something that I think is really interesting. That corner lot that had all the trailers in, and it looked like it was, in need of repair. The garbage men cleaned it up.
Yeah, we had tremendous support from Sanitation 6, from Steve and the entire crew. They've come several times and picked up pieces that we've had to cut up into 3-foot pieces, which is what the sanitation guys need. And they did an amazing job cleanup. The second of 3, so the last one will be in another week, and then that lot should be pretty clean.
Cool. Well, listen, it's really great, and it's going to be a parking lot, right? So
right, 21 cars.
All right, well, that sounds like an upgrade, and we're really excited to see that area cleaned out.
Yeah, sure.
So, business of the week. This week we're going to talk about and give a shout out to Long Island Pediatrics. And they're located on Dogwood Avenue. They've been a cornerstone of the community. Pretty much anyone who's had a kid at some point has, gone to Long Island Pediatrics. Their doctors are amazing. Their help is great. And so, shout out to them for taking care of all the young kids in West Hempstead.
Yeah, they really, they've got their act together. And I don't remember waiting more than 5 minutes in their place. They just have a well-oiled machine. So hats off to them. Lots of luck.
And Restorers. So Restorers is kind of getting back to normal, and they have it's still the 25% off muffins, right, Dan? Anything?
Oh yes. Oh my goodness! I went over there to take pictures the other day, and they brought me out this tray of muffins to take pictures as I usually do, and it was really all I could do not to grab a few of them. I walked past, it was very busy when we were there the other day, and I walked past a couple of guys carrying a tray. I'm like, we haven't brought waiter service in yet, but if you want some muffins, 25% off. So
that's great. It's always something exciting going on. And if you're getting muffins at Restorers, try their coffee. They have amazing coffee, and or you can bring your tea bag from the library, and I'm sure they'll give you some hot water to get going.
I'm actually looking forward to this soup. I mean,
that's right.
It's a bakery that has soup.
They have amazing soup, and what better thing? We got to get that for the next week. And,
we do.
We'll go do a sampling again.
I'll there for soup.
And finally, you got Creative Corner. Of course, you do birthday parties, but last Saturday night was a lot of fun. They had Sniff the Cork was playing, and Norm, you were there. What did you see?
It was great. The place was rocking. They did a set on their own for about an hour, and then they invited people up to join them.
Yeah.
So that went on till late. They're great.
And it was like standing room only. It was super crowded. Those guys were great, and hats off to Mark Walkenfeld and the whole band for, let me just say the whole band, David Berkowitz, Paul Dobrowski, and Richie Rabinovich, they really were rocking. If you like...
Yeah, and hats off to Creative Corner, because they opened this up for free. You pay by donation only if you want to, and that's as good a community place as you can get.
Creative Corner really is part of the fabric of our community. So I think, Dan, that's going to wrap it up for this week in West Hempstead, and urge everyone to bundle up when you're going outside, and join us next week. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Please be sure to visit our sponsors, Spiegel Law PC, Tiffany Dry Cleaners, I&D Glot Market, and Reester's Bakery. To find out more or to reach out to us, come visit us on social media at Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website at westhempsteadecho.com.